Hello, my name is Dr. Tom Padilla. I'm owner of the Doctors of Physical Therapy, and if you've landed on our website looking for help with sciatica, back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, I want to say welcome to our website. And if you're in the market for a physical therapist or just help with these types of pain, I want to tell you a little bit about who we are and who we help so that you can make a good decision about whether or not we're the right fit to help you with whatever it is that you're going through. I recognize that you have a lot of options when it comes to healthcare. There's myopractors, physical therapists, chiropractors, injections, pills, surgeries, etc. So I think the best way to do that is to let you in a little bit on why it is that we exist and who it is that we have a passion for helping. So the best way for me to do that personally is by telling you a little bit about my own story. When I got out of physical therapy school, I was about 24 years old. This was back in 2014, and I was ready to go. Right? I had just gone through all the school and was ready to get out there and help a lot of people. And two things that are very interesting happened to me in the same year. So one was I had a personal health issue that I had basically arthritis come up in every single joint. I had a lot of swelling, this and that. The important thing to know about that is that I went to a lot of doctors for it, and I got a variety of advice. Some of it was you're getting older and you're gonna have to live with it, or this is arthritis and you're gonna have to live with it. I got a lot of skepticism from doctors about the fact that it was going on, a lot of tests and scratching of heads, and whenever they couldn't find a solution, there really wasn't a next step. In fact, I had even asked for a referral, and the doctor said, well, who do you want me to refer you to? Rather than having someone that they would refer me to. So I existed on a lot of Celebrex and the Advil or Aleve during that 10 months it was, before eventually finding a solution. And I tried everything from drinking dirt tea and acupuncture, like far out there stuff that I just never would have tried, but it was because of a lack of answers in our own medical system that drove me there. Now, simultaneously, at the same time, I had started working at a clinic in town, and we were a clinic that saw 2 to 3 patients an hour, right? And as a new grad, not with any mentorship or anything like that, what I quickly found was there's no time when treating 2 to 3 patients an hour to actually sit down and develop a thought process, especially when you've got 2 to 3 clients an hour. It takes you 5 to 10 minutes to actually document what's going on in the session. So what ends up happening is you spend a lot of time documenting and not able to give your full attention to the clients to actually help them get the care that they deserve and help them feel like they are finding a solution. So it's great when you have really simple things that can be taken care of really easily, but the people that kind of get left by the wayside are those people who have a couple different things going on. Maybe it's their hip and their knee and their low back, or it's their shoulder and their neck and their back. And those are the cases that are becoming more and more common, quite frankly, especially back pain, which is one of our biggest specialties, that and sciatica. But the point is that people that have more complex issues kind of get shuffled into this system that really is made for taking care of really simple quick fixes and things like that. So I realized that there were thousands of people that aren't getting the help that they actually need and advice that pertains to their life. At the time when I got sick, I loved weightlifting, I loved running, I loved all these things that, I had spent the last 10, 15 years of my life being very, very active. And so suddenly to be thrust into a situation where the only advice was, you're going to have to figure out how to live with this. It was kind of just a rough experience for me personally. And when I realized that there was a lot of that even within physical therapy, I decided that things just kind of had to change, and I wanted to build a clinic that wasn't going to be a place where people had to come and hear things like, you're just going to have to accept this, or you're going to have to stop doing this or that. So that in a nutshell is why I built the Doctors of Physical Therapy. We've been in business here in Scottsdale, Arizona at the time of this video for about 6 years. We've helped thousands of people overcome issues that they had been to chiropractors, physical therapists, different holistic providers, osteopaths, myopractors, massage therapists. Usually the patients that come to us have been around a lot of different care, and they come to us as kind of like a last resort or a last straw a lot of the time, because they tell us that we're their final effort, and that they're just pretty much ready to give up and accept their lot for whatever that is. And I feel like our job is to be there when people are ready to actually take care of those things, because when we are able to do the things that we do at the Doctors of Physical Therapy, which Everything is built around giving somebody A great experience, but B, making sure that they have the absolute best shot at getting better, and that we're working together as a team on the back end of things to make certain that our clients have the absolute best shot when it comes to getting better. So we're talking about cutting edge research. We're doing a little bit of cutting edge research ourselves. We're talking to PhDs and neuroscientists and different people from around the US and around the world who have different knowledge when it comes to these things, so that we can actually get the outcomes like you'll see if you take a moment to either watch our patient testimonial videos or read through our reviews. These are reviews that are nice and long, true actual stories, not just those small reviews where someone's like, hey, I went here and had a great experience, etc. So I really wanted to build a clinic for people who were looking for something more, who had higher expectations of themselves and their life, and really wanted to push and have more out of their life and get that quality of life back. So people have had a lot of experiences, and maybe you've had a lot of these, where you go to, let's say maybe it's a PT clinic or another form of care, and there's no real explanation given to you for, here's exactly what's happening, here's exactly what's hurting, here are the steps to get you out of pain, and here's how we're going to know if we're on track. What you tend to get is these, well, let's see you 2 times a week for 8 weeks, and we'll reassess at the 4-week mark, or we'll reassess at the 8-week mark. So you keep plugging away, thinking on the last visit things are miraculously going to get better, but they don't over time. And a lot of times that ends up giving people the impression that, oh, well, this physical therapy doesn't work, even though the reality is that the plan that was executed at that physical therapy center wasn't a plan that would have worked for you to begin with. So we're big on making sure we set very clear standards and metrics so that we know if we're actually on track. The other thing that people say is that they feel like they go into clinics and nobody's really paying much attention to them. Hey, go do these exercises over here in the corner, this and that. And that makes it feel like you could just be doing those things at home, or that you might as well just look up things on YouTube. And there's a lot more science to the body than that. And we take the care and time to explain exactly why we're asking you to do each and everything. And we send you home with videos so that you know what it is that you need to do. And then there's just no individualization. Everything that we do needs to take into account your own goals and what you want for your life, right? Not everybody's going to fit into a little cookie cutter box. We need to know how you feel right now and how you want to feel and the activities that you want. And then we're going to set a plan together and work as a team to actually get you there. So that's a little bit about the Doctors of Physical Therapy and who we help. I hope this was helpful to you in making a decision on whether we are your cup of tea or we're not your cup of tea. Please, while you're here, take a look around the website. There's a lot of content and information in our blog and in our podcast. We try to do as much as we can to do our part to get good information and healthcare information out to people. If you like what you see, fill out a form to either inquire about cost and availability or apply for a discovery visit, which is a 30-minute one-on-one sit-down consultation with our doctors here, where we can really get to know you and your history, the experiences that you've had in the past, and what you'd be looking for to get out of a visit with a doctor at the Doctors of Physical Therapy. I hope that whatever situation you're in, that you do find a solution, and ultimately that you find a doctor who cares to help you do what we help our clients do every single day. That's why it's our slogan. It's at the top of our website, and that is Live Life Today.